Welcome to week 2 of birthday month. So I'm sitting out here on our front deck. I'm going to be reading The Wind in the Willows. I'm going to be reading it on audiobook, even though it's kind of a shame because this book is really pretty and it has illustrations. Like, look, so cool. But I'm going to be listening to it on audiobook while I do some wood carving, which is a hobby I've recently picked up. And this is a tabletop that I'm making for the front deck, just for somewhere we can put our drinks and stuff. And here's the little bench that I made with this wood topper. So I'm downstairs and the lighting is terrible down here, which is why I don't like to film down here. I need some proper lighting to be able to like film in front of my big bookshelves in my home library. But I'm having lunch right now and I'm having a poutine. And I guess this is childhood adjacent because when I was little, my aunt and uncle owned a Mennonite restaurant here in my city, and they made the best poutine. And I remember being at that restaurant so many times because they were family, and it's just kind of how it ended up. I don't know why, but I have lots of memories in the restaurant. But anyway, they have long since closed. They haven't been open for many, many years. But I still love a good poutine. So that's why I'm having poutine. Definitely not as good as my aunt and uncle's, but it's still good. So where am I in my bookshelf? These two shelves are the ones that have my childhood, kids' books, that kind of thing. So it can range from a kid's book that I've purchased recently up to like even a middle grade adult romance that I read as a teenager. So for me and my brain, it fits in childhood. So that's what these two shelves are. If you're wondering what this is a little bundle of goodies that a friend gave to me. So first of all, she got me Our First Video, which is okay. Like, obviously it's in VHS. I don't even think this movie came out in DVD. I don't think so. I have a VCR, so everything's fine. And I'm gonna watch this in May. I just decided. So I haven't seen this movie in years, like since I was little, because this movie is very hard to find. So that was really cool that she gave me this. She gave me a signed photo frame of Mary-Kate and Ashley. It's hard to tell if it was signed on, like if this is the original, or if they signed on a print of themselves and then that got reproduced. It's hard to tell if it's like real marker on there or just in the print, but either way, that's really cool. She also got me a 100-piece puzzle that is still sealed, never been opened, so that's really, really cool. So anyway, that was really cool. Let's put Mary-Kate and Ashley to the side for a minute and discuss some childhood options. Last week I didn't read anything from my childhood shelves, which is really sad, so I definitely want to make up for that this week. But where do we go? Yeah, that's mostly Mary-Kate and Ashley on that stack there. I don't collect the Mary-Kate and Ashley books, but it's just so happened that I have come across those in my past, my lifetime. Okay, so The Red Green Show. Have you guys ever watched The Red Green Show? It's a very Canadian show. It's not on anymore. It was definitely a very watched show when I was growing up, because obviously then you only had 3 channels. Well, we only had 3 channels and one was French, so we really only had 2 channels, and none of my family speaks French. So back to The Red Green Show. It is like, I've never actually watched SNL, and it feels like more of like a family-friendly skit kind of show. But yeah, I really like it. And I started rewatching from the very first episodes a couple of months ago, so I think I want to continue watching the Red Green Show, and that might be a good time for me to go through this book. So I think I'm going to do that. What else am I in the mood for? Oh, I don't know why, but these are standing out to me. So I think I want to read these Adventures with Barbie, right? That could be fun. Yeah, okay, that's going to be fun. I think I'm going to read these too. I'm always leery to start the Avonlea series because look how many there is, and this isn't even the whole set. So I'm always a little leery to start them, but they are, okay, based on the Sullivan Films productions adapted from the novels of Lucy Maud Montgomery. So, not exactly written by Lucy Maud Montgomery, however, it's like her story rewritten, I guess. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling this one this time just because I don't really want to get into the whole series right now. I have wanted to read The Wind in the Willows for quite some time, like many years. So I think I'm going to put this one on the list. Since we're doing the Barbie books, let's do this Barbie pop-up book that I found at the thrift store last year. The thing about this Barbie pop-up book, or Lift the Flap book, is, so this book was made in 2000, so 26 years ago, and none of the flaps have actually ever been opened. So I'm not going to open them because I don't really need to see what's behind, but yeah, I'll read it. What else? Since we're doing a Barbie theme, apparently, there is a comic that I accumulated at some point. I don't know why I accumulated it. Maybe I already read it on a different blog. I'm not sure. Oh, I do have the Barbie one. Okay, so we will read this Barbie comic. Yep, we'll do that one. I want to read the Ren and Stimpy comic that I've had since I was little. I'm gonna read that one. Maybe we'll read a Teddy Ruxpin book. Let me know if you guys read watched Teddy Ruxpin as a child. Wow, look at this map. It looks like so much fun. Wow. Wow, okay, yeah, I really want to go through that one. Okay, let's pull out these three as well. The Revolting Rhymes by Roald Dahl. Little Bear's Friend. Also let me know if you watched this show growing up. And Pinky and Rex and the Perfect Pumpkin. So this will be this week's stack of childhood books that I want to get to. This one I would be very surprised if I finished this one in a week because it is rather thick. But these are the ones I want to get to. Unfortunately, I have to put all of my other reading plans on hold for the month. Okay, also I wanted to show you guys, back in fall, I hauled these records that are all like have some kind of childhood flair to them, so I want to show them to you right now. So we have a Strawberry Shortcake. So excited. I'm just so excited for all of these. The Jungle Book. A Care Bears one. Beautiful covers. A Hansel and Gretel. This one isn't familiar from my childhood, but it is a kid's story and it is Disney and the illustration is really cute. Babar. Did you guys watch Babar as a kid? I loved Babar. So that one. I have an Alice in Wonderland vinyl now. So cool. Look at it. I have another Care Bears one in its original packaging, so it's never been opened. And lastly, guys, no, this isn't last, the second last, Fred Penner. Now, if you're not Canadian, you probably don't know who Fred Penner is, but regardless, anyone who's watching, let me know if you grew up watching Fred Penner. Yeah. And then the last one I have is very obscure and special to me, and I would be extremely surprised if anybody else in the world knew what this was. But I have the Music Machine record. Like, this is gold to me. Like, I didn't even know that this existed, let alone would be a thing that I could have. Like, this is so wild. It doesn't, the casing for it is not in great shape. But like, both sides are printed. So I don't know if that means both sides can be played. There's a lot of scratches, so it would probably sound horrendous. But this is gorgeous. This is like a piece of art. So the Music Machine, or the Music Man, Music Man? Is that what he is? I can't remember if he's called the Music Man, but anyway, he runs the Music Machine. And it is a Christian children's story, and there's a movie of the Music Machine that I vividly remember from my childhood. I think I always rented it from the church library, if I'm not mistaken. And so to see this was like, my mind was blown. Let me know if you have heard of the Music Machine. But all this to say, I don't even own a record player, guys. So right now, these are just collectibles, I guess. But I absolutely love this stash of records that I was able to find, and I wasn't even looking, so that's incredible. Now let's see if this is even rewound, and if you guys don't know anything about VHSs, they need to be rewound, and this one is not. See, you can see the tape. The tape should be all the way at the front, and there should be no tape here, so we have to rewind it. Look at this beautiful delivery I just got. How precious is this? This is actually for Mother's Day, and I am beyond touched and honored. I was in the mood to play Mario Kart today, so me and my husband are going to race. Good morning. Now I can have my morning coffee on my brand new little stand here. Well, it is Sunday. We just finished church, and now we're gonna go head to lunch with my parents. They're actually taking me out for my birthday. However, today is Mother's Day, so we're kind of going for both of us. But yeah, let's go have lunch. Oh yeah, one more thing I wanted to mention. Remember in my last video, I had talked about getting something emerald green for my birthstone? Look at this beautiful green tank top that I found at the thrift store. I love it, and it feels like emerald green to me. Hey guys, so today I am actually having my niece over for a movie. I'm not really sure which movie we're gonna watch yet. I'm just making supper right now. But I'm not really sure which movie we're gonna watch yet. Usually she gets to pick when she comes over for a movie, but I don't know. I was gonna see if I could pick maybe today. She'll be fine with that. But the thing is, I don't know what to pick, so maybe I should just leave it up to her anyway. I'm pretty sure she has seen The Shallows, which is one of my favorite movies, and I really like to watch that one every May. Another one I like to watch every May is The Sentinel with Michael Douglas. I really like that one. And then The Lion King has been a favorite movie of mine since I was a young kid, and she has never seen the second one, which I also really like the second one. So perhaps we could watch Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. And otherwise, I can't really think of something that, you know, I would really want to watch today. So maybe I'll see if she wants to watch either of those. And if not, then I'll just let her pick something else. Just got a bowl of cucumbers, making a cucumber salad. Once again, I'm downstairs and the lighting is terrible, but look at the movie she picked, you guys. I didn't even say anything, and this was the first movie that she went to, so we got to watch The Sentinel. Let me know if you guys have watched it. Hello. So, guys, it is plus 27. It is so hot today. We're even getting warnings of like fire risk because it's dry. Can you guys believe that? Like, not 9-10 days ago it was snowing, like, and now we have dryness. It's wild. And our car's air conditioning stopped working, so that's fun. All right, so here are a few, I mean all of the CDs and cassettes that combined my husband and I had when we were both growing up. So I want to listen to something right now, and I'm trying to decide which one I should pick. If you had access to this selection, which one would you pick? I mean, everyone technically has access to this if they have a streaming service for music, but you know. These were both the exact cassettes that I listened to and my sisters listened to when we were kids. So these used to be my parents, but they are now in my collection because my parents don't have a cassette player. So I think I'm going to listen to these. I love it. And I frequently listen to these in May because May is birthday month and childhood month, and this is just peak childhood. As I listen to these, I'm actually going to attempt to fix both my sewing machine and my mom's sewing machine because I kind of messed them both up. So hopefully I can fix them both. If you guys have any sewing machine fixing tips, let me know. But another update I will have for you is I finished The Wind in the Willows. I was very surprised, but I found it on audiobook, so it was easier to finish on audiobook. And it's a charming read. I just feel like it's too long. I think Kenneth Grahame should have shortened the story because it is charming, but I think it could have been way better had it been a little bit more concise and shorter. Also, having said that, I'm going to save the Barbie books for next week because this week just got too full to do like a dedicated Barbie week. Therefore, I still have the Red Green book, Pinky and Rex, Little Bear, Teddy Ruxpin, and Ren and Stimpy. But first, let's get our music going. Oh, I still have this in from the last time. Now that side is over, we have to manually flip it. Okay, I did not plan this at all, but for some reason it's not playing, and I do see a lot of the white tape here, so I'm thinking maybe, okay, I know this seems staged, because what are the chances, but it actually fell apart, so I'm gonna actually have to fix this. Nope, it didn't work. The crazy glue or Gorilla Glue didn't hold. Hopefully it works a second time. I've seriously been working on fixing this for like 45 minutes. I really hope this works. Praise the Lord. Wow, okay. Now that that's done, we can move on with the day. Praise the Lord, we are getting rain. Yay!